Suspicions mount as Daniel's evasive answers fuel doubt about his missing children's fate.
Happening. All right, we're getting to that next.
Custody. Allegedly, there has been posts in live chats by Daniel claiming that it's true, but this leaves a lot of questions for Daniel if true, such as why did he lie about seeing Lily if they were already gone earlier that morning? If you would like to hear more about how allegedly the mother Malaya took the kids that morning, please check out this video.
All right, we're not going to do that. I do have a video that Daniel talks about her running away. He absolutely does say that, but I'm going to save that for after because I want you to see this while Deception Detective is here. He's still in chat. I'd like to show you his video that just came out, well, a few minutes before I got home. So maybe like an hour ago. All right, worst interview yet. I was going to go over this and pick it apart myself because I didn't have the 10-minute, but here we go. Now listen up. All right, now you guys got to get your paper out and write down your thoughts.
I didn't kill Lily and Jack.
It's been 6 weeks now since you've seen Lily and Jack. I just want to ask, how are you holding up?
Yep,
It's been
I agree.
from sadness to anger at this point. And I know the RCMP and major crimes are working around the clock trying to piece everything together, and I'm grateful for that. But it always leaves the question, 6 weeks has gone by, and we know at this point they're not in the woods. And where are they?
That's the stepfather of two missing Nova Scotian children, and I agree. He knows the truth. He didn't kill them, and they're not in the woods. So in today's video, let's watch the rest of Daniel's secret.
And right after DD hops off, I'm going to show you what the RCMP update was. Well, now 3 hours ago. And you can say, why are they not addressing this? Why didn't they say this? Why haven't they done this? Now, I think this guy that's supposed to be a family insider, I think that he has a motive to keep us looking elsewhere, but I don't know why. Now, it's not even his real name. The first name he came out with was not the same name that he is having now. So why did he do that? I'd like him to go to DD and tell him why he did that.
BBC interview and see what else he reveals. I'm Deception Detective, an attorney trained in statement analysis. This channel exposes lies and manipulation. If that's your thing, it's a reason I can say I honestly agree with everything he said in that clip, but I still think he has guilty knowledge. When he said he knows the truth about his guilt or innocence, I believe him, but I think he was omitting the fact that he knows who is guilty. When he said he didn't kill Lily and Jack, I believe that too, but I think he's omitting the fact that he knows how they died. Finally, when he said he knows the kids aren't in the woods around his house, I think that's because he's omitting the fact that he has a very good idea of where they actually are. All right, without further ado, let's watch.
I know the truth. I didn't kill Lily and Jack.
It's been 6 weeks now since you've seen Lily and Jack. I just want to ask, how are you holding up?
It's been a long 6 weeks.
Oh, yeah. Attention is the number one thing, and attention is also what Daniel wants. Daniel can't keep off of social media. Daniel's also going to Dolly, and so is this other guy. This other guy started at a YouTuber that had 600,000 subscribers that none of us ever probably listened to because he doesn't go live. He doesn't discuss this. He put out a 9-minute video with the wrong name. The guy didn't even have the D guy, Darren the hoaxer, supposedly didn't even give the right name. So if you're not going to give the right name, what are you hiding behind? All right. Synth, thank you for the $2 super sticker. 429 likes gets us 50 free memberships. I do have a members only coming up this week. So please just hit the like button. It's free.
I know that everybody basically in the world at this point is always wanted to know like what happened. It's been from sadness to anger at this point. And I know the RCMP and major crimes are working around the clock trying to piece everything together. And I'm grateful for that.
Yeah.
But it always leaves the question, 6 weeks has gone by. And we know at this point they're not in the woods. And where are they?
Did you feel in the beginning that they suspected you?
Of course. The stepfather was always a prime suspect right off the beginning.
You felt that from the beginning?
Yeah.
But you don't feel that now?
No, I don't feel that at all. I asked for the lie detector exam, the polygraph exam. I gave them my phone.
And this is where it gives him some control over the case, because he's, like he said, he's the only one out there searching. He's the only one out there giving media interviews, and he's the only one, he's making it seem like he's the only one doing anything. Now, he does focus on the polygraph, and he also says Malaya took the polygraph, but he doesn't know if she passed it.
I told him I, do drug tests because there's a lot of rumors online about a drug party. I know the person that said those rumors, and it was just to take the heat off themselves.
Was there any kind of party?
No.
Was there any kind of gathering that
No.
someone might have thought was a party?
No.
There were no people at the house?
No, not the night before.
Okay, you mentioned you offered to take a polygraph test.
Yeah.
Did the RCMP take you up on that?
Yes, it did.
And how did that unfold?
Before we get into this next part about the polygraph, I want to point out one glaring omission already in this interview. And that's the fact that Daniel never said he's innocent. Instead, like a lawyer with a guilty client who doesn't want to lie to the judge, he's dropping all these breadcrumbs of circumstantial evidence without doing the easiest, most obvious thing to do if you're actually innocent. Say, I'm innocent. Remember, for context, expecting an innocent person who's being falsely accused of doing something wrong to simply declare their innocence is a very low threshold. So the fact that Daniel hasn't met it in any of the interviews I've seen so far is a giant red flag. Let's keep watching.
You mentioned you.
Now, can I tell you guys something before we go even further? Anybody that interjects themselves into a case, especially of this magnitude, now it doesn't even matter. Listen, it doesn't matter that Darren the hoaxer, that may be a hoaxer, that may be pointing us away from what really happened. It doesn't matter what happened. It doesn't matter what's happening in the case. RCMP is investigating every lead, and they're dispelling things on social media. So I do want you to know that this carries jail time in the United States. This carries jail time and fines. All right. Now, the jail time can be up to a year or more, and the fines can be astronomical. So I'm wondering if the attention that, we'll call him Darren the hoaxer for right now. We'll call him that because we don't know if it what to give him at this point, how much attention. We're giving him just a few minutes of attention. Many channels are weighing heavily, but law enforcement doesn't take kindly to Daniel getting this attention and saying 3 different stories, and that's not Darren the hoaxer either. It's unacceptable when you you point law enforcement to spend time elsewhere. All right. Now, Didi says he's such a hoaxer. We don't even know which name to call him. And you're right. I don't know what name to call him because he used a false name the first time around. How do I know that it's real now? I haven't done a background check on Darren the hoaxer, and that's what I'm calling him.
You offered to take a polygraph test?
Yeah.
Did the RCMP take you up on that?
Oh,
Yes, it did.
And how did that unfold?
That unfolded in my favor. They obviously know I wasn't lying about anything.
So they said, yep, great, thank you, come in
Yeah.
for a polygraph test.
Yeah, it took a little while to set up, and
When did you do that test?
I don't know the exact date, but
hey,
that would be
shout out,
at
Stephan.
least 3 weeks ago, probably.
So roughly 3 weeks after the disappearance.
Yeah.
And I think most Canadians wouldn't have any idea what's involved with that. Can you describe the process? You go in and just tell us right from the start.
We go in, sit down in a big comfy chair, and they have
Now, Daniel is very confident at this point. I think he's almost overconfident with the text messages and going on Dolly and taking this polygraph test. Now, this guy Darren Geddes is his name, or Geds, but he also used the name Dillinger. There was a Dillinger name that he threw out there. So I only knew by the first name, and now they found out what his real name is. Why is he putting out fake names, but he's so sure? Yeah, I agree, but I also thought that a polygraph test would only be used if they found suspicion. Look at how arrogant almost and confident. I don't know if arrogant and confident go together, but Daniel looks very relaxed in this video.
have multiple sensory pads. You have them underneath your forearms, you have them underneath your butt, and you have them underneath your feet with your shoes off. You have a sweat gland on one finger. You have a measuring instrument for blood flow that goes in and out of your hand. And you have cuff on your arm for blood pressure to measure your pulse.
Were you nervous?
Yeah, I was extremely